All right, so when you go out today, the data that you collect needs to get written down, and then it's going to be entered into your Chromebook after you've got it. So this is the data table that I want you to put in. And what you need, basically 3 columns. One is for your different kinds of aquatic macroinvertebrates. One is for how many of each of those you see, but it's going to be in a tally form, so that's like the tick marks, you know, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one is after you're all done counting, you're going to add those up, okay? And then across the top, I just have a spot for your name and the water speed and depth that you got your brick from. If you don't remember, then when you go outside, look at the tag on your brick pack, because that was supposed to have the water speed written on it. And if that doesn't help you remember, then look at the water. And even with the rain that we've gotten, it probably won't have changed the creek levels that much. They will have come up, but not dramatically. And hopefully you'll be able to remember whether you put your leaf pack into fast and shallow water or slow and deep water. So when you fill this out, you're just going to put like your names here, and then like fast, shallow, okay, or slow and deep. And then your tally, this you're going to fill in after you bring your brick pack back and you start counting bugs. So that collection, data collection, is going to be a tally. If you see a true fly, you just mark it. If you see a caddisfly, you mark it. If you see another caddisfly, you mark that. Another caddisfly, a mayfly, another caddisfly, and when you're all done, when you've looked at every single organism in your leaf pack, then you put the totals here. So that was careful. This is a 1, this one is 4, this one is a 1. And then this is the data that's going to get entered into the Google form, okay? And so right now, you just need the list of organisms: true flies, caddisflies, mayflies, stoneflies, snails, and other. And you don't need to put the scientific names. This is just for your records. I'm putting the scientific names because some of you are thinking of these in terms of scientific names, and which is fine. But you only need one or the other of these names, and then a column for how many you see, tally form, a column for how many you see, the grand total, and then someplace to write your name and the water speed and depth. Okay, and then once you have that table made, I'm going to just walk you through the data collection procedure, and then as I mentioned, I'm going to leave that up here. The data collection, there's a couple of things to worry about. The big things are your safety. The rocks are going to be slippery, it's muddy out there, be careful. Don't assume that just because it's our little old creek that no harm can come to you. Be safe and be careful, go slow. The second thing has to do with the safety of any critters we get. There's a good chance that you'll get like more like large organisms like crawdads or fish. If you get those kinds of things, we want to get them right back into the creek. Any of the things that we're counting, we keep them until we're done counting, and then those go right back into the creek. And then the last thing is, it's going to be a big mess. Everything is going to be messy. I don't want you to be messy, but chances are that at least the bottom of your feet will be. And then as you're going through the data collection, there's going to be water, there's going to be mud, it's going to be everywhere. So let's try to keep the school to the greatest extent possible clean. So remember to come in and out of this door, the outside door. Don't go in through the hallway. If you need to use the bathroom, you can do that before you get your brick pack, but don't go get your brick pack and then go straight to the bathroom because you'll trap mud everywhere. Come in here, I'll have the towels out for you to wipe your feet. And here's the process. So again, you don't have to write this down, this will stay up here. The process is, you get your leaf pack in one of the tubs and get a little bit of water into the tub as well, just like you did before. You're going to find, most of you are going to find that it's kind of muddy. It's going to be a lot dirtier than it was before. And then when you go through your leaf pack, you'll probably need to cut the string with scissors. So we have scissors back there. You'll cut the string and then take those leaves and swish them in the water and swish your brick in the water. And then the leaves are gonna go into one bucket. We have 2 buckets. One will be for leaves, and the other, so after you've got your leaves all rinsed off, you just gotta let the water sit for a minute. It's gonna be cloudy. It's gonna have lots of sediment in it. Let it settle, and probably it'll start to clear up after 3 or 5 minutes. And then you collect and ID and count the macroinvertebrates with your data table. After you've counted them, we have to put them somewhere else. You can't put them back in your tub, because then you'll count them again maybe. And you can't just leave them out, because they'll die. So we'll get them back into another bucket that has some creek water in it. And then once you're done with that, you're gonna enter your data into the Google form on Canvas. And then once we're all done with the data entry, we'll switch and I'll talk you through the cleanup process, which is not super involved, but it's just like, there's a few different things to think about, okay? So at this point, I'm gonna stop the video.